I'm so excited to continue this 3-part series on magnetizing your desires to you. In yesterday's video, I talked all about planting the seed, or getting clear on your desire. That is step 1 in this 3-step process. Today I'm talking all about watering the seed. I'm going to share exactly what you should be doing every day to bring your manifestation closer, and also let you in on the number 1 reason why your manifestation may not be showing up. Tomorrow, I will end the series by helping you to shift your thinking and vibration and magnetize your desire to you. Let's dive into this video all about how to continue watering that seed you've planted. Yesterday, we got clear on our desires, and now it's time to make sure that desire manifests. In his book, See It, Feel It, Have It, Joseph Balmaceda writes, "Consciously or unconsciously, the seeds of your desire are always being planted. And at all times, you are either killing or watering these seeds through your patterns of thought. You can physically receive no more than the seeds of feeling you choose to plant in your subconscious. These seeds of feeling will begin to sprout once you've felt and imagined that they have sprouted enough times. During your conscious waking hours, you get to choose the seeds you wish to plant. And then your subconscious mind will unfold the plan of your desire's physical expression through you automatically." Let's break this down a bit. What he's saying is that you are always planting seeds. You're always desiring. You're always manifesting. Whether it be negative or positive, whatever you're thinking consciously goes into your subconscious, and that is what manifests into reality, because that is what you are feeling and imagining. During the waking hours, you have the choice what seed you plant and what manifests in your life. Your subconscious will then manifest whatever seed it is you have planted. He states, "These seeds of feeling are dropped into the subconscious and unless counteracted by a more dominant feeling, will later be expressed. The master uses this to their advantage by feeling that their desire is already fulfilled. They live from those states. The seeds of feeling will later be expressed unless it is counteracted by a more dominant feeling. The most important part of watering your seed is staying in the feeling of the desire already being fulfilled." The next sentence is so important when it comes to manifesting, so listen closely to this. "It's important to remember that the length of time that you persist in holding on to the assumption of having your manifestations doesn't matter as much as the frequency that you return to the assumption." Here's what I mean by that. If you're sitting for 1 hour a day and focusing, visualizing, journaling about your manifestation, and envisioning the wish fulfilled and feeling into the end result, and then you go about the rest of your day and don't return to that feeling, your manifestation isn't coming, or it may take a lot longer to get there. If, however, you can do your visualization and journaling in the morning, and then you feel that feeling throughout the day, this is where success happens. You don't want to just feel it while you're in the visualization and then walk away and not feel it the rest of the day. You want to live it. As often as possible throughout the day, you want to be living in that end result. Become that person that's a match for the desire. It doesn't happen overnight. This is reprogramming of your subconscious. That's why it's usually easier to focus on one item first. Becoming a match for one item is much easier than a list of 10 items. That doesn't mean you can't be journaling and feeling into more than one item, but to really practice this and get the hang of it, it's much easier to focus on one item to embody to start. The biggest reason why people fail in getting their manifestation to materialize is because it doesn't feel natural to them throughout the day. It's forced. If you have a natural feeling and are embodying the end result of the desire, it will come to you fast. The more often you can occupy the feeling of the end result as already happened, the quicker it appears in your physical world. You will find yourself during the day having to catch your thoughts and correct them. This is totally normal. Again, we're reprogramming the subconscious, and this can take time. I'll give you an example from my own life that happened recently. A few weeks ago, I was sick with a virus that completely took over my body. I had over a week of not even being able to get out of bed. It had been a long few months prior to this, and I was going through a rough season. I let the virus take over my body. I didn't try to fight it. I just let my body rest and accepted the sickness. I was so sick in bed for an entire week, didn't hardly leave bed. After 2 weeks, I still had not regained my smell or taste, and as you can imagine, my vibration was low. I had people telling me that for some of them it took over a month or two to get their taste and smell back. Someone told me they never got it back fully after having the virus. I found myself throughout the day saying, it doesn't matter what I eat, I can't taste it anyway. I was so exhausted from the sickness and was not feeling high vibe at all. It took everything I had to pull myself out and start saying, this food is so delicious, it smells amazing and tastes so good to finally taste food. Even though I couldn't taste or smell, it definitely felt forced in the beginning. I just wasn't feeling it. But I kept assuming that end result. I continued to say it, and each time I said it, I started to embody it a little more. I stopped telling people that I couldn't taste or smell. If someone asked, I responded with, it's so good to be able to taste and smell again. I started thanking God every night and every morning for giving me my taste and smell back and for being healed. I didn't want to keep feeling or repeating to anyone that I didn't have my taste or smell because it was a boomerang back to me. What I was putting out is what I was getting. Sure enough, I persisted, and within about 3 days, I had all of my smell and taste back. What I didn't do during this time was try to embody any other desire that I was manifesting. I put everything on the back burner because this was an important desire to me. I wanted all of my attention and focus to go to fully embodying being able to taste and smell. As soon as I really started to embody it and feel it deep inside of me, it came back. And it only took a few days of not really feeling it, and that's okay. It may be like that for you in the beginning. It can take some time to break these subconscious patterns, and that's totally fine. This is why we persist. Because it can take a while to fully embody the end result and feel it as true. But as soon as you embody it, your manifestation will show up. Balmaceda writes, you will come to find that manifestation is simply convincing yourself through feeling and imagination that what you desire to be manifested is already an objective fact. A person doesn't have to chase something they're conscious of already having. And a person doesn't give thanks for something they haven't received yet. By thanking God every day for giving me back my taste and smell, I was putting it out to the universe that it was done. I already had it back. I gave thanks for the blessing that I received. I was living in the end result. Let's talk a little about why your manifestation may not be showing up. If you're going through this process and you are 100% clear on your desire and your worth surrounding your desire, then there's only one reason why your manifestation isn't showing up, and I'm sure you can guess it. It's because you're not embodying the end result. You aren't feeling how good it feels to already have your desire, and you aren't giving thanks for receiving your desire. Again, if you're clear about your desire and you aren't wavering on that, then the only reason you haven't gotten it yet is because you aren't living in the end result. You have to catch yourself throughout the day. If you're feeling low vibe or not feeling as though your desire has been fulfilled, you have to become self-aware enough to catch yourself and reset. It may take a while to reset. The best thing to do if you're struggling and are able to is to catch yourself not living as though. Take a couple of minutes and close your eyes. Get back to the place in your mind and start feeling that end result. If you practice this enough, you'll be able to reset it anytime and anywhere. While you're at work, while you're doing dishes or laundry, while you're out for a walk, you'll start to become aware and reset. Once you start noticing and resetting, you'll just be able to live it. But this is a process for most people. The key is to not get to the end of the day and then realize that you haven't been living in the end result. The key is to notice it during the day and flip that switch. It's all a reprogramming of the subconscious. I love sharing this information with you, and I hope you're applying it in your own life. Tomorrow is the final video in this 3-part series, and you won't want to miss it. Have an amazing day.